Hi Micheline, how are you doing?
I'm good Irene, and a very warm welcome to you viewers. We are live and direct from the Long Beach.
Yes,
the Langstrand, and we are going to bring you amazing stuff,
fantastic
stuff from the show.
As always with
Yes,
Erongo Talk.
as always. Yes,
a
because
big blend of stuff.
Definitely, because it's an hour show now. It's an hour-long show.
Yeah.
So we are going to keep you entertained this whole December. So you guys should make sure from 12 till 1 o'clock that you keep a close eye on us, because you won't be bored.
Ja, bring jou koffie, bring jou tee,
alles,
bring jou
your snacks, everything.
Jou lunch, kom eet saam met ons.
Definitely. So what do we have in store today?
In today's show, we will be chatting with Raymond Spall of the Made in Namibia collection about his concept and the origins thereof, as well as how we as Namibians can make an effort to shop and support more local. Micheline, we also have a blast from the past. What's up there?
Speaking about local, local is definitely lekker. We'll be speaking to Lars Nyemba, who has a boot factory in Arandas. So it's local. We have a boot factory. We have a book factory.
And I think
here
that's the problem.
in Arandas. Yes, and I think that's
we don't know.
We don't know. But we are Erongo 24/7, and our aim is to keep you informed 24/7. So if you don't know, now you know.
Now you know.
Yes, so we'll be speaking to him. We also have some
front page news, sports news, weather and tides,
definitely
business news. Today's business day on Erongo Talk. Micheline, it's going to be a fun time on Erongo Talk. It's been fun this whole December. December is lekker by
ons. Yes, it is baie lekker hier by ons want December.
So stay tuned. We'll be right back after this. Micheline, it is time for our news.
Definitely,
I think we're going to kick off in Afrikaans.
Kom ons praat bietjie Afrikaans.
Ja, Afrikaans. So op die voorblad van vandag se Republikein staan daar polisie en gemeenskap jag vermeende moordenaar. Dit is deur Jemima Bekes geskryf op Stinkrivier. 'n 32-jarige man moes gister vir sy lewe vlug na 'n griemmoord op Stinkwater net buite Dorabus. Dit nadat die geskende liggaam van die vermoorde mevrou Lydia Carrises, 23 jaar oud, maandagooggend op die oewer van die rivier hier ontdek is. Inwoners, hoofsaaklik ou mense en kinders, het die verdagte heen en weer deur die loop van die Skaaprivier tot in die heuwels aan die voet van die Ouwesberge gejaag. So dit is altyd iets om te sien in Namibia. Sy gemeenskap saam staan teen geweld en teen moord. Ek dink dit
is 'n goeie ding.
Ja, en ek dink dis iets wat uniek is aan Namibia.
Definitief.
En dan hier net onder die voulyn op vandag se Republikein staan daar nuwe storm oor boorwerk. Toe Ronel Rademeier skryf 'n nuwe storm het om die Kanadese olie- en gasmaatskappy Recon Africa se boorbedrywighede losgebars. Die keer omdat opnames toon boorwerk by sy tweede boorterrein by Mbambival in die Kapinga gemeenskapsbewaringsgebied. Die gesagshebbende internasionale omgewingstydskrif National Geographic het maandag 'n artikel geplaas oor nuwe bewyse wat daarop dui dat hierdie strategiese gat word geboor binne 'n beskermde bewaringsgebied. Dan in ons laaste berig hier voor op die Republikein groen lig vir tweede en derde dosisse net byeenkomste is kleiner gemaak. Henry Lamprecht skryf inwoners wat AstraZeneca, Pfizer en Johnson & Johnson as enstowwe teen COVID-19 ontvang het, kan net soos in die geval van Sinopharm vir 'n bykomende dose van dieselfde enstof aanmeld. vermeld. Micheline, hoe lyk ons ander twee voorblaaie?
So now for some English, the Namibian Sun is also leading with the Stinkwater article. Yes, where it's slippery killer escapes Stinkwater mob. Now it is written by Jemima Bekes, and she speaks about the community says that the alleged killer is a feared serial rapist who is wanted in Windhoek for similar offenses. So he is. It's not the first time that he's doing something like this, Irene. So the 32-year-old man was found self-running for his life yesterday when the mob of villagers set after him to punish him for the alleged rape, murder, and mutilation of the 23-year-old Lydia Carices, whose body was discovered on a riverbank at the Stinkwater settlement just outside Dortapus on Monday morning. So it's a sad article, I must say. Looking at the picture is the sad mother of Katrina Carices. Moving on, we have another article about it's a dark article as well. Irene, I must say, written by Enzo Amwele, where it titles the 16th person from Okanya accident dies. So we lost sadly another life again. It's tragic, I must say. Now the horrific accident north of Okanya that left 15 dead last weekend has claimed another life. So according to a police report, the fatal accident occurred during the early hours of last Friday, 14 kilometers outside of Okanya towards Otjiwarongo. And lastly, here on the side, the last grey column here on the front page of the Namibian Sun, we have written through Honetlage. The SA firm pushes for agribus staff liquidation over 4 million debt. Now he states here that the South African company AECI Mining and Chemicals has applied for the formal liquidation of the Agricultural Business Development Agency over its inability to settle debt to the tune of 3.9 million. Million, I must say. And now over to our Allgemeine Zeitung. The front page here speaks about, so ek gaan 'n bietjie Afrikaans nou. Afrikaans is okay, since German is more similar to
die Duitsbundels is op.
Similar to Afrikaans. So die foto storie gaan oor die moord gister by die Stinkwater of so. Which is also leading with the Stinkwater story. This is a picture of the community that I must assume the mob. You can see also there the helicopter that
they were serious about
this. They were really serious. They wanted him down, and we got him. The Namibian police force got him. And then the other one is also just about the regulations that the more strict regulations that the president spoke about yesterday. Now it's the gatherings are to 200 people, from 500 to 200 people, and yes, no curfew the curfew remained unchanged. Most of the things remained unchanged. So yes, we will join you now. Again, stay tuned. You can go to time as well. Now for our news. Now the Total service station in Henties Bay offers a pleasant experience for visitors and has become a well-known business at the coast. Now this is a one-stop shop where you would find everything you need. The fuel pump station is co-owned by Francois van Rensburg, Michael Ludiger and Stuart Salt. Now it opened for business in December 1999, so close to almost 20 years ago. The original Total service station that was located across the road started operating in the 1980s, and here clients can expect friendly and prompt service on the forecourt with automotive products such as fuel, oil and car batteries on offer, as well as clean restrooms. Now the convenience store stocks fresh bread and Britons daily 360 ice purified ice cubes, slush puppy, yummy, and soft serve ice cream, more yummy in my tummy. Now there is also a perfect water bar and lekker Kruislaghuis butchery on site. In our second news for today, the stainless engineering services, the mining, marine, fishing and drilling sectors with prompt and professional maintenance as well as fabrication. Now Cashbox Van Wyk established a business in Walvis Bay, which is strategically located with easy access to all maintenance and supply requirements in 1987. The company works with most metals but specializes in stainless steel for food processing and structures that need to withstand the corrosion factor here at the coast. Now, since the use of the stainless steel has become compulsory in the food industry, the company has been steady expansion and is one of the leaders in the field today. Now, the 33 employers consisting of boilermakers, fitters and turners and a highly experienced management staff complement is the heart of the business. They are highly motivated and experienced, qualified Namibian artisans. Now, one of their truck drivers has been with the company for 31 years, and he started working at Stainless Engineering when the company first started at Arandis. Now, Frans Gainop did his job attachment at apprentice at the company and now manages the heavy boiler shop. Kudos to you, Frans. In our third story, the Namibian housing market appears to be at an inflection point where pent-up demand and low interest rates are expected to keep sales activity at elevated levels as the economy continues to recover. Now, releasing the latest F&B residential property reported yesterday, First Rents Namibia's market research manager Frans Usuku said that F&B house price index has delivered steady growth since the second quarter of 2020, marking a 5-year double-digit growth record of 10.9% year-on-year in September, up from 2% year-on-year in the same period of 2020. Now, as a result, the national weighted average house price came in at 1,224,083 compared to 1,204,691 seen a year earlier. Now, he says that the performance of the housing market continues to be underpinned by supply-side factors such as shortage of affordable properties coupled with fierce competition amongst banks in keeping mortgage rates as low as possible. Now, he added that young professionals continue to play an important role in driving sales activity in the lower end of the market, especially in the central region, while the large to higher end of the market is inactively dominated by the buy-to-let investors, he added. And that was it for your news today.
So joining us here today is Mr. Raymond Spall, a co-founder of the Made in Namibia collection. Hi Ray, how are you doing?
Well, yourself, Irene?
I'm doing fantastic.
Good.
So Ray, just give us a quick recap. You've been on Erongo Talk before, but for those of our viewers who might need a little bit of a refresher,
sure.
What exactly is the Made in Namibia collection?
Okay, well, basically, Irene, it's a collection of products which predominantly are made in Namibia. I mean, that is... We focus on supporting local companies. Mm-hmm. It's been going now 6.5 years. A lot of people don't know that. We focus on the wholesale side of it for about 2.5 years. And then we opened up our first shop 2018, Independence Day, and in Swakop. And that's when it started to grow, really grow, because suddenly artists and artisans and small little medium enterprises and seamstresses had a platform where they could bring their products to. And we grew from there.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So, Ray, you recently had some very special visitors. To
We
your shop
did,
in Swakop.
yeah.
Tell us about that.
Well, interesting. My son, Dean, is in Windhoek, and he sent me an article in the newspaper, and it was an article by the NIPDB, which is Namibia Investment Promotion Development Board. Okay, this was set up in November 2020. In fact, the same month that we opened up our new premises, our new shop, and they were looking. The article was about a storer. Now, a storer means it basically to support local, to do something local, to look at local. And so they were talking in this article about opening up a shop where all the products in the shop support local. And so I said, well, hang on, this we're doing. We're doing this already. So I got hold of Mr. Bellotti and the team. I sent them an overview of what we've been doing for the last 6 months, and they came to visit us. They were doing a trip around the country to meet all the regional councils, and so Erongo was obviously on their list. They went to Swakop and Wildfish, and they popped into our shop in September, and they came to see exactly what it was that we were doing. And they were blown away. I think they were very impressed about not just what we were doing as a platform, but more how many products in the shop were being locally produced. And the variety.
Yes, of course.
It's incredible.
I myself am always impressed when I walk in here. I always see something that wasn't here last time.
Exactly.
It's so cute. A new pair of earrings.
Sure.
I just saw body butter candles.
Exactly.
There's always something new in the shop.
There is so much. And the variety is the spice of life, you know, and that's one. And both Mal and myself embrace change. We enjoy change, you know. So therefore, it's great to be in a shop like that where we can offer people that opportunity to bring their products in, and we try it.
Yeah. And I mean, whenever I walk in here, I see something that I didn't realize could actually be made in Namibia. You know,
Sure.
I didn't realize that we had the capacity to do that. Have there been any products that have come to the Made in Namibia collection that you went, wow, I didn't think we could. I didn't think we did that.
Sure. Look, and they've also, in this new shop, there's a couple of grey areas as well where, you know, obviously we don't have a Ramatex. We were going to have one, but unfortunately that fell through. So textures, you know, fabrics, we cannot manufacture them here. So therefore we need to import the manufactured, the raw material and then make up products. And so there are areas like that, for example, where socks cannot be manufactured in Namibia yet. But here's an opportunity where first of all, we're still supporting local because we're buying it from somebody who has a range of different products, and one of those products happens to be socks, for example. Or the T-shirts are printed here, but the socks can't be printed here yet. So now there's an opportunity for an entrepreneur to say, well, maybe there's a market for this. So we've got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
And so if we can focus on as much as possible made in Namibia, then, you know, great. And if there are other grey areas, we try and encourage our supplier to please look local first.
Yeah.
That's the important thing. Or encourage somebody they're working with to look at this and say, right, what can I do to help you?
So, Ray, the overarching theme and message of the Made in Namibia collection, as you have said probably 5 times now, is to support local.
Totally.
How do you think us Namibians can change our ways? You know, obviously we buy, for example, Namibian soft drinks that are made here.
Sure.
But how do you think we can further change our ways to support more local?
Look, first of all, it's not easy, Irene. I mean, I know myself, you know, when you go into a shop and you go and you buy groceries, you don't necessarily look for Namibian products. You know, you your parents bought something and you're used to buying that, or you were used to buying a particular brand, and so therefore it's very difficult to suddenly change to another brand or read the label. It's very difficult to say, oh, was this product made in Namibia? Because quite often a lot of the manufacturers in that don't put it out there. They don't make it big enough to let people really know that this is Namibian. And that's where we went to branding. We decided the Made in Namibia collection would have a brand, and that's what we try to focus on. But coming back to your question, it's a paradigm shift. It's something which you have to work on continuously. You have to constantly say to yourself, all right, man, I could have bought that somewhere else. And I've done it myself. You bought a bar of soap somewhere and you thought, but hang on, why didn't I look for a Namibian for that? Mm-hmm. So it's a continuous reminder that you have to support local and you have to look local first.
Yeah.
And if one can do that, eventually it becomes second nature.
Mm-hmm. And then, Ray, I'm going to quickly blow our viewers' minds because the Nam flavor coming off you is immaculate. But Ray is actually not a Namibian.
Yeah,
Ray is
true.
originally from the UK.
Yeah.
So what brings you to doing this kind of thing for Namibians? What brings you to being so in love with Namibia that this is what you do?
Okay. Well, first of all, I spent most of my life here.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first thing. Secondly, when I did arrive here, and I arrived here as a young adult, I was fortunate to meet locals, and they took me around the country, and they showed me places where, we went camping places, and I was involved with an international photographer as well. So I got to fly around Namibia as well. So I got to see Namibia as a tourist would see it. And I fell madly head over heels, not just in love with the place, but there was a lady as well that took my heart. Yeah, so my children were born here, so that the first generation is Namibian. So yeah, I guess that Namibia captured my heart, and so it's my home.
Mm-hmm. Ray, I must say, I for one, we accept you. Welcome to the tribe. You are officially Namibian.
Baie dankie.
So Ray, what have been your highlights? What is that moment where you felt like this is home?
I reckon even before I had the children, whenever I went away, and I did quite often, I always felt that I needed to come back here again. Mm-hmm. It was nice to go and see the green pastures of the UK, or visit my dad, or whatever, or in South Africa where my mum is retired. It's always nice to go and visit there, but it's not home. They say the heart is the heart is where the home is where the heart is, and my heart was always back here again. No matter where I went and roamed, I always felt the need to come back here.
Mm-hmm. So Ray, your shop for most of the year, for large chunks of the year, focuses on tourists. Mm-hmm. For the tourist watching, what's one thing you have to do in Namibia?
Well, if you've got the money, then I would say do a scenic flight. That's one of the things it's just to see Namibia from the air, not just driving through it, but see it from the air. The geology and just that perspective is incredible. It's like if you're a diver and you go underwater, if you get that opportunity, you just see everything from a different perspective. So Namibia from the air?
Mm-hmm. Lovely.
Absolutely.
I'll take it.
Sure.
So Ray, lastly, do you have any words to our local producers?
Yeah, don't give up. There's a movement happening. Namibians are starting to support local. They're starting to look towards local. It's a necessity. Having said the NIPDB, this was set up by Ministry of Industrialization and Trade together with the President's Office. The government is serious about it too. They realize the importance to support local, that we don't have to rely on other countries. It's taken a while, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how long it's taken. We need to make that change at home. Absolutely. So if you've got something which you honestly believe, first of all, when you do the product, have a good passion for it, love it, but more important, look at the market. See who is it that you want to sell it to, and if those fit in, then go hell or high water. Just go for it.
Keep going.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for joining us, Raymond.
Sure.
That was Raymond Spall, a co-founder of the Made in Namibia collection. So until we see Ray again on Erongo Talk, because there will be a next time,
Please.
keep safe, wear your masks, and
Yeah.
support local.
Absolutely.
In the company of Mr. Lars Shinyemba, the owner of a boot factory here in Arandas.
Yes,
How are you doing, sir?
I'm good, and how are you, sir?
I'm good. Thank you for allowing us to come and visit your facility here.
You guys are more than welcome.
Yes. So tell us about your business. When was it founded, and who are the owners?
Dalishi Group, PTY Ltd, was founded in 2017 when I came back from university in China. I was basically the owner at that time, but with what's happening now, the owners of the current company are Simot Holdings,
Yes.
Namik Holdings, Bathu Investment, which is personally me, and yeah, we are the three shareholders of the
Your
company
partnership.
in partnership. Yeah.
Wow. So tell us about the product. What makes your product unique?
Dalishi Shoes, we manufacture safety boots.
Yes.
Basically, the safety boots that we manufacture of great quality. We not only do safety boots, but we also do gum boots.
Yes.
The nice thing about our products is, although why it makes us unique, is that currently in Namibia, we are the only company that manufactures safety shoes for all the industries that
Wow.
are in the country.
If you say industries, what industries in
Our
particular?
safety boots can be used in mining,
Yes.
fishing,
Wow.
construction, and basically any other industry that requires safety wear.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So how many people do you employ?
Currently, we are running a factory of 5. We're still in the process of recruiting because we were basically commissioning and setting up the factory. But we are taking CVs and we are looking at expanding the business and
Wow.
getting more employees.
Wow. So yeah, you mentioned now you would like to expand. Tell
Yeah.
us about your plans of for expansion, and where do you see your business in the next 4 or 5 years?
Our plans for expansion is actually to bring on more brands, because currently we have 3 brands of safety shoes that we manufacture.
Yes.
We're planning on doing, let's say, even 8 and other types of shoes.
Which brands do you have
Currently we have Erongo,
Yes.
we have Panda, and Njaba.
Yes.
These are all part of the big 3 of Namibia's big 3 animals.
Uh-huh.
So, and that's why we named these brands after them. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And in the next 5 years, we see Dalishi being one of the largest safety boot manufacturers in Southern Africa, actually,
Are you the first of its kind
in Namibia.
in Namibia?
Yeah.
Oh, you are
I don't know in South Africa.
You are pioneers.
Yeah.
You are actually pioneers. So in terms of COVID, how have the pandemic impacted your business, and what measures have you put in place to mitigate this?
COVID caused a lot of havoc to a lot of companies. So we possibly also all just faced the same problems. most of the problems that we faced was bringing machinery into the country, especially last year when there was a lockdown. We had difficulty bringing machinery into the country. Stuff was delayed. We were closed for almost 3-4 months. Commissioning was delayed.
Yes.
Our timelines were not met, and that's where we are here today, trying to meet all the timelines that we had set last year.
Okay.
But we actually now pushing through.
You are up and running.
Yeah, we are up and running.
What measures have you put in place?
Currently, with the measures of COVID, we have now, because the pandemic was spreading a bit too fast, so we would have had more employees on site.
Yes.
But we had decided, no, if we want to actually meet some of our timelines, we would actually have to now work with a small group, see what we can do as we fight the pandemic and not just have the whole business stopped.
Wow. So, in terms of your investments, how much did it cost to set up your business?
A lot of money went into reasonable amount went into this. Number one, the machinery quite expensive.
Yes.
Also, the raw materials also are quite expensive. But yeah.
Can you expand on the raw materials for us?
The boot, the upper is made out of PU, which is leather.
Yes.
Then we have the sole that is made out of, it's two double layer sole. It's made out of iso and polyurethane.
Yes.
So these two mixtures on our molds then form up the entire shoe. Then we have our guys that fine tune it, put the shoelaces on and package them into our boxes. Yeah.
And everything is done on site?
Everything is done on site.
Where do you get your products from?
Which products?
Your raw material.
Most of the raw materials, since they cannot be found in Namibia or cannot be sourced in Namibia or Africa, we actually source them from China.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what positives and negatives have you experienced since setting up business?
The positives are that we get a lot of encouragement for being one of the first Namibian company to actually go into the safety industry.
Yes.
And we get a lot of encouragement, and a lot of people want to support us, and they see that, look, these shoes or the products that we make meet the standards that even beat some of the other countries that make these shoes. The negative impacts, I would say, not really that much, but it's just that a lot of people never knew or underestimated that the Namibian company could actually set up something like this in this country.
Are your brands being supported by local business?
Currently, we have like all our products that are made in the factory automatically go to Simot.
Okay.
We are still looking at other wholesalers who might be interested in stocking our products.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So why have you chosen Arandis to come and set up your business?
The thing that why we set up why we thought of Arandis. Arandis is a mining town. It has always been a mining town, an industrial town. As you can see, there are schools like NMH here that are teaching most of this vocational training. Where, when we decided to come to Arandis, we were looking at the town. The town is small.
Yes.
Also, we were looking at trying to develop a town that, look, Arandis, I think in the next few years, will be one of the biggest industrialized towns in this country.
Yes.
Mainly because all the big mines are right close to Arandis.
Yes.
And uranium and all the other guys are all just in the area. So it makes a perfect fit.
A lot of potential.
Yeah, it makes a perfect fit to set up an industry like that, like this in a town like this.
And then finally, sir, what is your message to your prospective clients out there?
Please buy Dalishi shoes. They are proudly Namibian, manufactured by Namibians with a passion. All my guys on site love making shoes, and we will really appreciate your support. Thank you.
Thank you, boss.
Thank you.
Mr. Chitiri, what's happening here?
Yeah, we are busy now putting the uppers in the mold because this one is a mold.
Yes.
Now the mold is sizing, this having a size.
Okay.
Like this one is 42.
Yes.
And the uppers we have to put it also, we check it is 42, then we put it like this in this way.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm demonstrating the put on. Because you have to put it proper.
Yes.
Otherwise, even if it is not put it proper, then the machine it will cut.
Okay.
Cut the uppers here.
Okay.
Now you have to put it nicely, just nicely. Even behind, sometime even if you didn't put it nice,
Yes.
then also it become
Loose
a little
again.
bit, yeah.
Yes.
Just like that. And also we put that castile. That castile is protecting the shoes here, because the
Yes.
shoes must be strong.
Yes.
Even if you walk, then there's something which is entering, then it will stuck up somewhere. Up to this
What
one.
is this?
It's a steel.
Okay, steel plate.
Yeah, it's a plate.
Yes, yes.
To protect your foot inside there.
Uh-huh. And now from here, after you've done this, where do you take the shoe?
Taking to the machine, to the machine. Then
To put on the sole.
Yeah, to put on the soles, because these things it's covering the sole, it covering
Yes.
these cuttings.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Can you tell us what happens here?
This is a PU injection machine.
Yes.
This is where we mount the upper on a mold. Then we dump the poly and the ISO into the mold. Then you close it. That's the first layer. Then after you do the first layer, then you lift it up. Then you pour more material in it. Then you put the upper up. Wait for a few minutes. You remove the shoe.
Yes.
And you have a complete shoe.
Wow. And then what does this machine do?
This is a Wellington machine. It makes rain boots, gum boots that we use in our, let's say, the fishing industry, agriculture.
Yes.
And yeah, it's the boots that you finally find that are up to here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Knee.
Yeah, the knee, high
Below
boots.
the knee.
Yeah.
Yes. So tell me, how many boots can you produce, and how many shoes do you produce a day?
Okay, the gumboot machine, in a day we can do around 100 pairs. Same with the safety shoes.
Okay.
Just also matters on our efficiency that day.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but the number matters on how fast we're actually working.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, so 100
Yeah,
on average.
100 on an average day. Yeah. There are days that we make 50 shoes in less than 1 hour.
Wow.
Yeah. Just matters on the efficiency of
the team.
whatever challenges that we find that day.
Yes.
Because we're constantly also always doing housekeeping.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
And now it is time for our sports news. We are moving over to the back pages this time of the Republican and Namibian Sun newspapers. Over here on the Namibian Sun, the headline reads very nicely, "We Miss Football," written by Jesse Jackson. Many of those involved in coaching and playing football have expressed their desire to play matches without any interruptions next year. Football has been inactive for over 6 months since the third wave of COVID-19 hit Namibia in the winter. The virus has not been the only problem that brought football to a standstill, though. Infighting among administrators have had an equally devastating effect. I can tell you that the boys here at Karasburg missed the game and they have once again resorted to playing local tournaments. We have guys who are passionate about the game and who want the action, but they are still in the dark. We seriously miss football, and that is kind of depressing. Some of the boys who have had hopes of becoming top players, young Brazilians coach Tola Julius told the Namibian Sun. The players and coaches are worried that some of the talent expected to go into the national team will go to waste. The fears and the worries in football extend as the Manchester United and Burnley soccer teams at the English Premier Leagues are also fearing a COVID shutdown. The headline here reads, EPL clubs fearing a COVID shutdown. The Premier League clubs are reportedly fearful of the potential need for another shutdown due to the rapid spread of the Omicron variant of the COVID-19 virus. On Monday night, the English top flight announced 42 positive tests for the virus, the highest number of such cases recorded in a single week, according to the English Daily Mail. Manchester United, who are one of at least 5 clubs with confirmed positive cases, announced that their fixture against Brentford on Tuesday night has been postponed as a result, while Tottenham Hotspur's match against Brighton and Hove Bayern on the weekend was also postponed. And over in the Republican, we're switching over to Afrikaans. We have one nice full-page story here. Juna begin nuwe era onder Philander, written by Andrew Pullman, pertaining to rugby. Die Namibiese regtervleuel Audrich Mouton is as sportman van die jaar bekroon toe die rugbyklub FNB Universiteit van Namibia sy jaarafsluiting en prysuitdeling afgehandel het. Onder afrigterskap van Johan Diergaard het die studentspan van jaar vir die 4de keer sedert 2015 die Namibia Rugby Unie of die NRU se Premier Liga gewen. Die keer met 'n oorwinning van 30-20 teen FNB Western Suburbs in die finaal. Sedertdien is bevestig dat Diergaard intussen die leiersels neergelê het en dat sy hulpafrigter David Philander vanaf volgende jaar die hoofafrigterspos sal oorneem. Diergaard sê na sy vorige uittrede as afrig het hy bloot die afgelope jaar uitgehelp om UNAM se strukture te help versterk en om Philander as sy waarskynlike opvolger te help voortgaan. En dit bring ons aan die einde van vandag se sportnuus.
And today on What's On, I'll be informing you about all the events that will be happening this week. From the 14th to the 15th of December, we'll be having the Queen's Baton at the MTC Dome, which includes the Commonwealth Games. For inquiries, you can contact 081 211 2793. From the 14th of December, we'll also be having the Golf Year End function in Handys Bay. For inquiries, you can contact 085 75 99971. On the 15th of December, we'll be having the Momentum Better Ball Stableford at Handys Bay Golf and Lifestyle Estate. For inquiries, you can contact 085 75 99971. From the 15th to the 16th of December, we'll be having the Christmas market at the MTC Dome in Swakopmund. This festival is a major celebration where you can find dazzling Christmas and Swakopmund fairs that are all decked with lights and decor. There will be a lot of delectable food, music all the way. And for inquiries, you can contact 081 211 2793. From the 16th to the 19th of December, we'll be having the Swakopmund Food Festival at the Amphitheatre parking area in Swakopmund. For inquiries, you can contact 081 244 4143. And that's it. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Hi viewers, my name is Micheline Davatises and I'm with my lovely co-host Lena Tagebonjo. How are you, Lena?
I'm blessed. How are you, Micheline?
I'm well. In our weather report for today, for Walvis Bay, the sun was out 11 minutes past 6 and will set 17 minutes to 8 later today in the evening. Walvis Bay will experience a maximum of 20 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 12 and a maximum of 20 degrees Celsius predicted for tomorrow. A south-southwesterly wind will prevail with a speed of 19 kilometers per hour. Now, if you'd like to go for fishing, the first high tide was 26 minutes past 1, whereas the second one will be 1 minute to 2 tomorrow in the morning. The second low tide will be 4 minutes past 7, whereas the second one will be 18 minutes to 8 later today in the evening. Lena, how does Swakopmund look like?
In Swakopmund, sunrise was 11 past 6 and sunset will be 42 past 7. Swakopmund is expected with a maximum temperature of 19 degrees with a minimum of 13 and a maximum of 18 degrees predicted for tomorrow. A southwesterly wind will prevail with a speed of 17 kilometers per hour. If you would like to go for fishing, the first high tide will be at 27 past 1 and the second high tide, will be at 2 a.m. The first low tide was at 07:04 and the second low tide will be at 38 past 7.
In Henties Bay, the sun was out 14 minutes past 6 and will set 18 minutes to 8. Henties Bay will experience a maximum of 18 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 13 and a maximum of 18 degrees Celsius predicted for tomorrow. A south-southwesterly wind will prevail with a speed of 15 kilometers per hour. But if you like to go fishing, the first high tide was 29 minutes past 1, whereas the second one will be 2 a.m. tomorrow morning. The first low tide was 6 minutes past 7, whereas the second one will be 20 minutes to 8 later today. How does Arandis look like, Lena?
In Arandis, sunrise was at 10 past 6 a.m. and sunset will be at 40 past 7. Arandis is expected with a maximum temperature of 26 degrees with a minimum of 9 and a maximum of 28 degrees predicted for tomorrow. A westerly wind will prevail with a speed of 15 kilometers per hour.
And here over in Usakos, the sun was out 9 minutes past 6 and will set 13 minutes to 8. Usakos will experience a maximum of 36 degrees Celsius, so I must say it's really hot, with a minimum of 13 and a maximum of 36 degrees Celsius predicted for tomorrow. A west-northwesterly wind will prevail with a speed of 13 kilometers per hour.
Moving on to Karibub, the sunrise was at 08:06 and sunset will be at 36 past 7. Karibub is expected with a maximum temperature of 35 degrees with a minimum of 14 and a maximum of 35 degrees predicted for tomorrow. I must say it's pretty much very hot that side as well. With a westerly direction and a speed of 13 kilometers per hour.
So last but not least, for Omaruru, the sun was out 8 minutes past 6 and will set 18 minutes to 8 later today. Omaruru will experience a maximum of 36 degrees Celsius.
Wow, it's hot.
Yeah, I must say, with a minimum of 15 and a maximum of 36 degrees Celsius predicted for tomorrow. A southwest wind will prevail with a speed of 13 kilometers per hour. And that was it for your weather report. Thank you, Liana.
It's a pleasure.
Hi everyone, I'm Lena Ndakivonjo, a presenter at the Erongo Talk here in Swakopmund. I would just like to wish everybody a blessed festive season. As you've all known, we've been through a hard path, a lot of ups and downs, the COVID pandemic that we have been facing, but by the grace of God, we all managed to pull through. So when you're coming to the coast, don't forget to visit or to come and enjoy with us to some of our exciting events such as the Miss Pelham Beach, which will be back, the food festival and the Desert Dash. Those are actually some of the exciting events that will be happening this December. And remember to always keep on sanitizing those hands, keep on wearing your mask, keep on protecting your family members or everybody that is so close to you, because at the end of the day, nobody is safe until everybody is safe. So enjoy the festive season. So we have come to the end of our show for today.
Unfortunately.
Yes, unfortunately. So for more news headlines, visit our website at www.erongo.com.na. So for food lovers, this Thursday, Friday and Saturday, we'll be at the Meet at the Food Festival Michelin. And I would say there will be a lot of delectable food from all different stalls. So for all the food lovers, guys, make sure you turn up, because you're actually gonna be exposed to all different types of food.
Yes, Lena, I just want to add that there will be performances, there will be chefs serving some great and delectable food, as you said, and we'll be there for 3 days, so we'll be in the midst. We'll be joining you guys for 3 full days, so make sure you check out our Facebook pages. We'll be updating you, we'll be sharing some clips with you, so we are here to keep you entertained.
So what else do we have lined up for this weekend, Micheline?
So for the weekend, we'll be heading over to Walvis Bay for the Sparta Touches, which will be taking place this weekend. So we are everywhere, Lena. We really try to be everywhere.
So Sparta for the rugby lovers, I think.
Definitely for the rugby. So we will be here, we'll be there. We're trying to be everywhere. So we just want to provide some quality news to you. We want to keep you updated for what's happening in December as our what's on
actually indicated.
Yes, indicated. And we are here to serve you. So as Lena said, you can join us on our 1up2 channel as 1up2.com, and also if you have news, you can share it on www.erongo.com.
So now we are continuing the
Came on.